Hey there everybody, it's Gorton and I'm back again with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic modded, Jedi from the start. And last time was a big one. It was a longer episode than usual. And we infiltrated the Sith base, Davik's estate, and finally left Taurus and arrived on Dantooine. And that's where we are now. Dantooine, we're still at the landing pad next to the Yavin Hawk. Now, if you've noticed, there's a hut here. He's usually not here. It's part of the restoration. He was originally cut from the game. Greetings, human. You are welcome in my humble abode, as are all others who deign to visit this poor outcast hut. Who are you? I am known as Shuma. I am one of the many who have been made poor and disadvantaged by this cruel war. What are you doing here? Alas, even a poor hut businessman is not exempt from the fires of conflict that now rage between the Sith and the Republic. The world my business was based on, NECA, was subject to a most unexpected and fortunate attack by the Sith Armada. The space lanes were clear one day, then the next day were filled with Sith interceptors and closed to traffic. I had under my employ, quite unwittingly of course, certain transport pilots who knew ways to slip me past the blockade above that world. That is the only means by which I managed to escape NECA before the Sith commander deemed it worthless and virus bombed, wow, all intelligent life from it. It gives me a new appreciation of the value of the sometimes troubling Jedi Order. Is there anything else that you wish? You're a hut? Most perceptive. I see not many people can tell that at first glance. But I know that is not what you meant. I labor under misconception and biases against my species. We have the unfortunate reputation, you see, of being criminals and murderers, and worse. But I am merely a businessman who has been cast out from his home in the most cruel war. Your council has seen fit to grant me asylum here, away from the dangers in this sector. But enough about my troubles. What more would you have of me? I must be going now. Good luck to you then, in all your endeavors. Should you come back to me, I would be grateful for any conversation. Okay. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundil Sulem. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. Sorry, I have no idea who you're talking about. Ah, that is too bad. I shall continue my search. I've got to go. Thank you for your assistance. Now, I do actually know a little something, but I don't know if it's triggered by leaving Dantooine, or if I could do it now. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna check it out and see what we can do. Hey Zaalbar, is there something you want? Wonder if you can help me with a problem. I'm threatened or a door bashed in, you could ask someone else. I want you to make me a grenade. Let's see what I can do. One grenade. Alright. Spike. There is a store of emergency food and supplies. Empty. Empty. I'm pretty sure they're all empty, but I'm gonna check just in case.
No problem. Didn't work.
Yeah, it's probably triggered by leaving Dantooine. Alright.
Greetings, young Padawan. I trust your training goes well.
There we go. Are you a Jedi? I believe you are mistaken. I am an apprentice, not a Padawan. I am Gorton. I came here with Bastila.
Bastila? I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
I am telling the truth. I am only an apprentice.
Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
And with you.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
I believe I remember you, Master Zar.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind.
Master, I do not understand.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Do not worry. I am confident in your ability to learn.
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
Okay.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Star Forge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting. No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Let's go.
You got it.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
Yes, they seem to be searching for something.
Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
I trust in your greater wisdom.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together.
Are you saying I'm joined with her?
You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Yes, I'm ready for whatever awaits me.
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
How can he be stopped?
Perhaps our hope lies in the dream you and Bastila shared. The Council has come to the conclusion that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
I'm ready now. I accept this mission.
The Force flows through you like no student we have ever seen. But you're willful and headstrong, a dangerous combination.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
As you wish, Master Vandar.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You have done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
I'm ready.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove once used for deep meditation by the Jedi is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
What would you have me do?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
Do you have no other guidance?
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Okay.
The Council has decreed you may...
No, let's not speak to him. Nemo!
Are you a Jedi? How long can you protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
What are you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter.
You should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing. There was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I will protect you and your fellow settlers.
All I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright. Cassis Fet armor. 15,000 credits. Don't got that kind of monies. That's probably the only good thing he's got here, so. Let's see, do I got anything good to sell? Cathound. A lot of them too. I don't like that they sound like dogs whimpering in the end. It kind of bothers me. They just keep coming. Wow, Zaalbar.
Yes?
They really targeted you, didn't they, buddy? Matale grounds.
What?
Yes?
Huh?
Sure.
You've been holding out on us again. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Alright. I wish I had Bastila's healing here. Move.
What?
To the grove. What's this? Sandral grass. Nope, we don't want to go there. Not yet. We're needed at the grove. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Luke, a Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both subsects and I speak Basic and Huttese. I was going to handle this case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you have been learning your lessons in the Academy. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects I have brought, an information retrieval droid with access to the archives both at the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. If you are unable to come with satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with them myself. According to the accounts of the participants, these three men were out here in the field together earlier before the clouds broke. I find that very odd. For most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark clouds. The dead man, Calder Nedic, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body, bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Handon Gold, he was unarmed. The other was Ricard Lusov, he was carrying a hunting laser. Both men say they did not do anything, but that they came across the body, but both also accuse the other. Obviously there is more to this than what we have been told. I will begin my investigation at once. Holding his side. Handon was holding his side and Ricker was favoring one of his legs. You should do well to remember this as we progress through this case. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here as while you go. Okay. Ricker.
Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems sick.
No.
I'm Ricard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs
Okay. I'm not leaving.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
No.
Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there. And all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi and Terran and central government facilities here in Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Richard Rousseff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These planes are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 cat-and-dog attacks on settlers by cat hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately. Is there any other? Very.
So, what do you want?
Luke said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
How can I be of further...
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned it.
That's all. Hello, Irias. I want to discuss the murder. Handon said he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadows of the rock holding a blaster in his hand. Rickard said that he was hunting Irias, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. It is possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally and Handon may have found the body, but that seems very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something, but where does the truth lie? Handon is lying. He was here at just the right time. It does seem convenient that Handon was in the area at exactly the right time. But stranger coincidences have been known to happen. Rickard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. The lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step to unraveling this mystery. We should proceed to the next point. Find the motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim.
How can I be of further...
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you something else. Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting... Of course.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
That's all for now.
So, what
Oops.
do you want to know?
Nothing more.
So.
Dang it.
Right.
I keep doing that.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about Calder and Hamden.
The speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Calder and Rickard.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusov was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
I will have questions later.
Very well. I will be...
Want to discuss the murder? Hamden is lying. He had rented a speeder with Calder.
How can I be of further assistance?
Sorry, I'm gonna try and get this one done quickly.
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Juhani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Juhani's make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a sub-shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Okay.
Is there any other... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything.
That was for the blaster.
I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun best kachi kun ita hodonga. Yekin kun opa mulet muchashak. Tong abom sha umnina. Wanga kun best king. Ta kun just tak miki grabel mogo.
How can I be of further assistance? I could block off maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife. Right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that,
Canderous.
it may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad.
So, what do you want to know? Right.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here.
So, what do you want to... You Jedi are so predictable. Always seeing some greater purpose behind everything. When the simple answer, can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy. Now, I don't love Cull. We've been partners in that. Right.
Okay.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? Of course. Hey, what are you doing?
No, they're both guilty. Wanna know how I came to this conclusion? We know Calder was cheating Rickard from business, but what possible motive could Handon have for wanting Calder dead? He was jealous of Calder's good looks. Handon admitted that Calder was having an affair with his wife. Yes, well done. Both men had a reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning, and each plotted to kill him. Handon found him first, shot him because of the affair with Calder was having with his wife, shortly after Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out in their business. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found at the scene, covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard.
Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you is in the murder, and attempted murder, of Calder Neddick is evident. Additionally, Rickard Losov can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gold. I place you both under the arrest of the Jedi Order and will escort you to the holding facility of the Jedi Enclave. You have done well here. It is obvious you have been studying your lessons carefully. I will be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. Good day. Alright everybody, I'm gonna call it that for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.